Last season, they met just over an hour down the road with the Big Ten championship at stake. And today, there are enormous implications for the rematch. Ohio State comes into Bloomington to take on the reigning national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Hoosiers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Snags it quickly on the left. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
The run inside. It's Richard. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henry were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. I mean, anytime you have 2 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
On the move, he fires. Pollard on the right sideline. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Ready.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Pass to 50. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Enough to move the chains. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. The extra point here would tie the game.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's shot. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like when he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. Quick give. It's Richard. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Richard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quarterback changing the play. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. It's shot. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Keeps it moving. It's Richard. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Quick screen to the speedster outline. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Right side, it's Preston. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulled and fired complete. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Jackson. At the 45 on his way. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Got some green grass. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got...
Makes a grab and room to run. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Hoosiers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Under pressure. Myers on the move. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 24. And that's good enough for a first down.
First down here for the offense. Play fake, Julian Sayet. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security, and they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is they get the TO.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. Brings into the open. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
To the air, it's Hoover. Right side, it's Richard. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Richard. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the gun. Got his man. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Right back to the well. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. Now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He gets a block. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Hoosiers! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside, it's Jackson. Got the 1st down, makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, We don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
On the run, it's Jackson. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sayin to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up. And sometimes
makes the catch, and he's free. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Sayin looking to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Hoover. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, it's Richard. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 4 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Grabbed in the middle, it's Preston. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns up, it's Richard.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Man, just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Richard. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On play action. Out wide left, it's shot. Snags it, and there's running room. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Back's got it on the screen. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its fourth down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on third, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Trying to get started. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. He'll try to find a rhythm here. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Breaks the tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that will be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Churns into the pile. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Motion from the back. Julian with the play fake. They're all over him. Buried before he could blink.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Unloads it downfield. And the big deflection on third down forces a 4th down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Offense all set and ready to crank things up. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Preston. There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quick give. It's Richard. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Trying to do it himself. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. In the red area, it's Richard. He is snowed under. Where to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Bring him down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Throwing, say it. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Running inside. It's Beebe. Turning it on! The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tough run here. It's Beebe. Stopped right there.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Hits the hole. It's Beebe. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
It is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Sending out the offense to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Past the 6. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And this offense is going to have to find...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you can try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.